friends, welcome to my channel of Bad Decisions and Pure Awkwardness. I'm your host Elizabeth. Today I just wanted to play with makeup. I know it's been a while, as always, but yeah, lighting still bad. I've got a bulb burned out, so just deal with it. Today we're drinking Swilled Dog Hard Cider Pumpkin Patch. It is a semi-sweet cider and it is gluten-free. And it's 6.9% alcohol. This company is from Upper Tract, West Virginia. So another West Virginia cider for you. It's not super sweet. I find a lot of ciders overwhelmingly too sweet to where they hurt my stomach. I drank like 3 of these on Halloween. Didn't have a problem at all. Now the sangria, on the other hand, that was hard on my stomach. It was delicious, but hard on my stomach. So shout out to everybody that I spent the day before Halloween with, Megan. Anyway, also, you might notice, maybe not in this lighting, but you might notice that my hair is a little brighter. My good friend Lauren dyed my hair last night and it was an experience. We bleached it first and my hair has never been that light before. I will insert pictures if I think of it. And it was a little jarring at first. It probably would have been fine except for the fact that it was like not even orange, but like neon orange. So we fixed it though. I think it's a lot better. I even like went in and darkened up the roots a little bit just to kind of make it blend better. It was just like stark. So my hair is a little brighter, refreshed, and I really like it. Also, I have a giant pimple right here on my lip. It is not the herb. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's a big pimple. I don't want to talk about it. I know you're gonna look at it the whole time. It's there, let's move on. So we're playing with this palette called the Age of Opulence from Beauty Bay. A lot of people that I personally know probably don't know what Beauty Bay is. It is a website over in the UK, and this is their brand. I have 2 other eyeshadow palettes from them. This is the newest one and I really wanted to play with this. I've played with the Wilderness palette quite a bit, so if you would like to see a video on that, just let me know. I'm trying to get it up. But this is what it looks like. I love jewel tones. I don't know if you know that, but I say it a lot. But this is so beautifully jewel toned. I can't stand it. I can. And I've only played with it like one other time, I think. And I used a few of these shadows in my Halloween look, which I'll post pictures here or here, I'm not sure. But mostly like the black to like shadow my pumpkin face. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. The first look I did, I used these like purpley shades with this gold, and it was so pretty. If you haven't tried purple and gold yet, highly recommend. If you hear cats fighting, that's my cats. They start playing and then they start fighting. So we might need a timeout soon. I am wearing a Prince shirt. Thank you, Katie. My good friend Katie bought this for me. So I definitely want to use some of these purples because I haven't gotten to use the purples yet. But I was also thinking like these tealy colors here. And then maybe like some pops of gold or something. But yeah, I thought, I didn't even plan like this shirt to play with this palette. First, I'm going to prime my face. My face is like a little oily. I did wash it this morning, but it's now like 5 o'clock, and I just, all the oil is coming through. And if you have oily skin, this is a really good primer. My friend Lauren also, well, she was wearing this one day, and I kept staring at her and like, you look so glowy. What's up? What's going on with your skin? What are you using? And she mentioned that, so I immediately bought it. It's like, I want to look like a glowy goddess. As always, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place eye primer. You gotta shake it up a bit, otherwise it's gonna like squirt out like ketchup water. Do you know what I mean? Like whenever you're squirting ketchup and it hasn't been used in a while and it's like in your fridge and then it comes out like liquidy water. It's kind of like what happens with this. So just a heads up, shake and just use a teeny tiny little bit. And I still got ketchup water. So once again, it's been way too long since I uploaded my last video, and still trying to work out my schedule and get into like a groove. Started a new medication, so I think I'll start, well, I already feel better, but I think I will start feeling even better, and then maybe I'll be able to live like a normal person for once. I was gonna do my eyebrows before this because the hair color in contrast to my eyebrow color is kind of jarring. It doesn't look bad here, and that's the thing. It doesn't look bad. It's just when you see me without makeup and without like my eyebrows filled in, it's kind of like, huh? I'm still not used to it yet. It's better though. I'm telling you, like when my hair first came out after the bleach, my hair didn't come out. Let me correct myself. Didn't come out, thank God. Whenever we first rinsed out the bleach from my hair, it was, whew. Lauren actually called me a superhero, which it did look very superhero-like. I'm just adding some lip oil here to kind of prep because my lips are so dry right now. This is just the ColourPop lip oil in Ginseng. It's like a pinky corally color. And the colors for the lip oils don't really show up much. If anything, they just kind of like add to the color underneath. But yeah, I just really like that lip oil, and it really helps moisturize my lips. I don't know if I said it before, but I live near an airport, so sometimes I don't even notice that the planes are going by. So if I do that in the video, that's why. Airplanes nearby. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with this color, and this is called Hope. And what I do is I kind of stamp it and then just kind of like wiggle it back and forth for a little bit until the color's kind of like really in there. And then without like moving my brush like down or anything, I just kind of like wiggle it this way, almost like a straight line. And then I start blending. And then I'm gonna take it down into the crease. And I know this is like really drastic already, but I think it'll come together in the end. I know it will. So I don't have many eyeshadow palettes, surprisingly, that have purples in them. I have a couple, do I have the, I have one Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette that is all purples, and that's about it. And I didn't even realize it until recently when the Glamlight wine palette came out. And then I was like, like, I really want that, but I probably already have like those purples in my collection. And I really don't, not a whole lot. Like, I think there's a couple purples in the So Jaded palette. There's a couple purples in the Ice Cream Dream palette, but not like straight, like a row of purples anywhere in my collection. So that's why I bought that. And then I saw this, and it's like jewel tone, like love affair for me. I just took RSVP, which is this just bone colored matte, and I'm running that kind of over the edges just to kind of diffuse that a bit. And then I'm going to, and what I did was, I think I forgot to mention that, I just stamped that tealy color, the Hope color, kind of right on the edge to create kind of like a wing effect. And so far, I really like this. I'm gonna go back eventually and kind of intensify the color again. The best way to, for me anyway, the best way to blend really bright eyeshadows is to start little and build up, like, and go back and forth between brushes that where you're packing the color and blending it out. And then sometimes I'll start on the next eye and it'll blend out better, or I'll like do my technique different. And this is, like I said, probably the only second or like kind of second and a half times that I've used this, and so far I actually think I like this one. It like blends better than the Wilderness palette, which I know is like controversial opinion because everybody's in love with that palette, which I also think is beautiful, but I just haven't had a time to really do anything but like monochromatic looks with that palette. So I haven't gotten to experience like the entire palette yet, nor with this one, but so far I like it better. And the Beauty Bay palettes are only like $15 to $20. Like this one was $20, Wilderness was $15. And as you can see, like this one's slightly lighter than that one, so I'm gonna just continue to build. This color used to be like my favorite color to wear on my eyes. I still really like it, but even before I got really into makeup, I was just like, anytime I'd see this color, I'd buy it. And of course, I've got like a little bit going out where it shouldn't be, but I'll clean that up here in a bit. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, so far, it's looking decent for an amateur like me. Now to kind of transition to that purple, I think I'm gonna use this color down here. It's like a bluey purple. It's called Lavish. It's very pretty. And I'm gonna actually take that like in the crease, like kind of like, not like a line, but kind of deeper into the crease and not blown out, if that makes any sense. I don't know, can you see that? Oh my God. That, I'm gonna tap off a little bit because I'm a little scared. So yeah, I'm gonna put this right inside the crease. Wow. This is gonna be a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be. But here we are. If you have hooded eyes like I do, it's always good to like look down if you want to really get into the crease. And again, I'm just kind of like stamping and like wiggling. Yeah, this is way darker than I thought this was gonna be, but it's pretty. So I really wanted to do like Halloween videos, and just October got away from me. First of all, I was dealing with like a lot of mental health stuff. I mentioned that in my last video, and that had been ongoing since like, I don't even know when, like a long time. It was a long period of depression. I was not in a good space, and I was just kind of like sleeping a lot or not sleeping. being really tired when I shouldn't be tired, and being awake when I shouldn't be awake, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning as usual. I'm going back in with Hope, and just going in between the two colors just to kind of like meld them together. And I'm doing this very gently, just an FYI. But anyway, I did film a couple videos, but I never finished editing them. So now I'm kind of like, that's a throwaway, you know? And I've done that so many times with my videos. Like, I've started and stopped and started and stopped, and one day we're gonna get a schedule going and it's gonna be a lot better. The first video I filmed was about why I love Halloween and like talking about some movies and stuff that I like. I really wanted to film like my my Halloween costume, but again, it makes it really hard. I think I mentioned this in my first video. It's really hard to edit on your phone. Like, I know they tell you, any YouTuber will tell you, oh, anybody can go up and make a YouTube video. Yes and no. You gotta think of the people that have to edit on their phones and how difficult that is and how much time it takes. So just an FYI, if you're starting a YouTube channel, don't expect to upload like 5 videos a week unless you have a lot of time, in which case I don't. I barely have enough time to take care of myself. I think I'm gonna go into this purple now, and then so normally what I do with like eyeshadows is I'll start with like the color that I want, like that's gonna be kind of blown out. I guess you would call that a transition shade, but I just call it like blown out crease, I guess. And then I work like from here in or here out. But now I'm just gonna kind of like work top to bottom, and then we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna take Velvet, this purple, like deep purple. Then I think I'm gonna use Flapper kind of on the rest of my lid, and maybe either Crush or Champagne. I think Crush is like a pinky gold, and Champagne is like more like a true, yeah, like a true gold. So I'm shocked I'm not doing like all sparkles. This never happens to me. I love my sparkles. I'm gonna go into Velvet now, and I'm just lightly tapping in. These are very pigmented, so you want to tap. And I'm just going right on the edge of where that blue is. I don't want this to be an all matte look, but it looks like that's where we're going. Maybe I'll put the Ace color. It's this sparkly purple on after this. Yeah, that blended nice. This is really fun. This is gonna be like a really deep, fun jewel tone look. Okay, now I'm just gonna go into Ace, just because I want sparkles. And then maybe I'll use Flapper and use like Crush on top. I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, Halloween was really fun. Had a really good time with my friends. I actually celebrated Halloween like at work all week, and I'll put pictures in if I think of it. And it was something different at work every day. Kind of already thinking about next year. Actually, I like this shimmer better than I like that matte. This is really, really pretty. Now I'm going to go back into that Lavish color and just lightly tap into the crease. Also, October was a big spending month for me. I don't know if it was like the depression taking a hold of my wallet or what happened. I don't know if anybody else who has like mental health stuff going on, if you understand what I'm talking about when I say like I always feel like that jolt of like serotonin anytime I buy something new. And then I get it, like there's this build up to getting it and you're so excited, and then you get it and you open it and you're so excited, and I like swatch all the colors and I like just get real excited, and maybe I'll play with it that night or that day, or you know, maybe I'll, you know, just swatch it that day. But either way, I'm like so excited that day, and then I use it and then I put it away, and then it's kind of like, now I want something else. I think I am going to use some glitter primer because first I'm going to use Flapper, that pink shade, and then I'm going to put glitter primer on and then use Crush. Because I think it'll be iridescent enough, like blended out, that it's just going to be like a sparkly, like a topper, hopefully. Hi, Waffles. Yeah? Hi, sweetheart. And I'm just using like a little tiny flat brush because we don't have much more space in between the purple and the rest of my lid. So I'm just digging into Flapper, and I'm gonna put that right where there's a little space. I will say the Beauty Bay shadows are a little bit patchy sometimes. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it's slightly patchy. Otherwise, like pigmentation and all of that goes, it's beautiful. Everything will work out in the end, right? So I don't know if anyone wants to see like a haul of everything I bought recently, but it was certainly something. In some ways I'm not proud of it, and then in other ways I'm like, it's what it is. My eyeshadows are my babies. No, my cats are my babies first, so let's get that cleared. Hi, honey. Glitter primer time. So I always use the NYX glitter primer. It's trusty. I've been using it for years. Highly recommend if you're using any kind of shimmers, or even just any kind, anything that's not matte, basically, because your eyeshadow will pop. And I'm putting that right over top of the pink. Really like that eye better. Rarely happens. And I'm going into Crush with the same brush. I'm gonna tap. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, what the hell? Not sure, but a cat hair somehow got on. I think I'm just gonna use my fingers because it's gonna be a lot easier for me. That pink is not showing very much anymore, so I'm gonna try to go back in after this. But I'm trying to blend it out a little bit. I'll go back over with like the purple and everything. Go back into the purple and just get the edge of this. Forgot to turn the TV down, so if you hear something, that's what it is. If I can hear it, you can probably hear it, right? So let me know if you want to see a haul, because that'll be a hot mess express. Ooh, yeah. So I'm going back over with the Flapper shade, that pinky shade again, and just going over the shimmer so that it's a little bit pinky. Bring the pink back. that works well together. Yeah, the shimmers and the mattes actually are really good together. Actually, kind of like that. And I'm going to continue blending as usual. So going back into the purple, going over those edges, then we're going to go up into the blue, blend that a bit. I think I would like to do something with this blue sometime, like with just the blue and maybe the teals. It is such a pretty color just on its own. Like I said, sometimes when you're doing your makeup and you're like, looks weird. Once you put like the rest of your face on, do the lower lash line, put some mascara on, then it really like hits you. Oh, okay, I like it. It looks cute. So now I'm gonna do my face. So I'm gonna do that real quick off camera. Just because I'll sit here and blabber and this video would be like 2 hours long. I finished my face. And it looks pretty. Also, my lighting's weird. The sun's going down. My lights keep turning. It's a whole thing. Somebody help me. Help me. On my lips, I used Rare Beauty Confident. This is really good. It's like a soft, it's called soft matte lip cream. But it is very soft. It's not, it looks matte, but it's not super, it doesn't dry down like some matte liquid lipsticks do. But I like it a lot. It's kind of a mauve tone, which I thought went really well. I tried some Peri Para. I got a bunch more of these colors because I love those lipsticks, but none of them like worked with this. So that's where we are with that. I used some Milani Baked Bronzer, and this one is in Dulce. Let me tell you something about these baked products. You will have them forever. For blush, I used my Juvia's Place Hair and Blush Palette Volume 2. I used this shade, which is B. When I first got this palette, I was like, I will never use that shade. It is my most used shade. It is almost hitting pan. So yeah, really good palette. My highlighter, I used the BH Cosmetics Aspen. It's like a Precent Aspen palette. So I am super impressed by this palette. This one, Iced Out, is my favorite shade. It's super like pink and orange and sparkly. It's really pretty. Today I used Buddy Slope, which looks real dark in the pan, but it's not at all. It's like a purple shade. Yeah, it's an awesome palette, so I highly recommend getting this if you see it. I used this palette that's also from Beauty Bay for my eyebrow color because my eyebrows are pulling really warm. Really want to use this palette too. It's so pretty. So let me know if you want to see that. Hi, Butters. Any other time, you don't bother me at all. And then when I start filming, you want to be right in my face. Why is that? Well, if my angle's all weird, it's because Butters tried to knock over the camera. So that was cool. It was real cool. Lethal Cosmetics gel liners, which these are amazing. You put them on your waterline and they do not move. I have the wateriest eyes. Is that a word? Most watery eyes. And these stay. So I have a pink, I have a blue. I'm gonna try to make purple. Wish me luck. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I get real messy when I do makeup. And my hand usually looks like this. This is an eyeliner brush from Sigma. I'm gonna coat it really nice. Get it all in there. And I'm gonna put this in my waterline and on my lower lash line. Ooh yeah, that's pretty. That's nice and purpley. So I'm gonna use this, hi bud, this flat shader brush to add that colored velvet on my eyes. And I'm just gonna stamp it all the way under, maybe not all the way under into my inner corner. So I'm gonna save that for like a shimmer. And I don't really like putting eyeshadow that close to my inner corner normally because I feel it makes my eyes look smaller. So I'm just going like maybe about halfway. And like I said, I'm just stamping it. And then blending. That made it really pop. I love that so much. Okay, now I'm gonna use Flapper. It's that pinky purple shade. Magenta, maybe? And I'm gonna put that towards the inner corner. I'm using a different palette for my mirror now. It's just easier. And then I just kind of went from the inner corner out. I'm just gonna soften it a little bit. So I'm just taking like a clean brush without cat hair. Important. And I'm just gonna gently kind of blend that out and just soften it so it's not like one big harsh line. I'm going back in with this brush that I used for Hope, the tealy color, and I'm just gonna connect the very, very edge to the purple, just so it's a little more cohesive. And I'm kind of wiggling again. And stamp. And wiggle with it. Dad joke. Ever so gently. Now the final thing I'm going to do is take Crush, the pinky goldy shade, onto a brush. A very, very small packing brush, if I can pick it up. It's very difficult to pick up. And I'm going to spray this brush with setting spray. I sometimes use the glitter glue, but I know based on working with some of these shimmers in here, it's gonna be a little hard. Got a little fallout, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna have sparkly bags under my eyes, which is really cool. So I'm just gonna go in with my pinky. I'm gonna stamp that in the inner corner, which is not working the greatest because I'm still getting fallout. Actually, it looks really pretty on that eye. Sometimes, if this happens, if you get fallout or you don't want it, you should be able to just flick it away for the most part. As long as it's not like super wet, then you have to let it dry down and then go in and flick. It's fine. They're not twins. They're not identical. They're still cute, right? Gonna curl my lashes. I'm gonna put some mascara on and then some lashes. All right, so this is the final look. Cheesy montage. Let's do it. Overall, I think it's a really good palette. I'm going to be playing with this a ton because look at me. Look at me. Look at this purple. I mean, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I play with this? Look at me. Anyway, let me know what you think of the look. Let me know if you want me to create any other looks. Follow me on Instagram because often I'll take a palette and I'll ask you guys to pick my colors for that day. And I like a challenge and it inspires me to be more creative. So yeah, if you would like to do that, just follow me on Instagram. I'm there a lot. I'm going to attempt to do TikTok. My friend Lauren encouraged me because she wants to make, hi baby. She wants to make TikToks for her birthday and none of us know how to do it. So be patient. It's probably going to be really bad at first. But anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all the things. And I still have purple on my hands. So true Prince fan, right? All right, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.